Hello everyone, welcome back to the K-pop channel Fame-cdramanews. Today we'll be discussing some super exciting news for fans of Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan. If you love Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan, don't forget to subscribe for daily updates and emotional moments. There's a certain type of drama ending that ends when the screen goes black, but it actually feels even more vivid in the minds of viewers. It's not because the story isn't over, but because the gazes, expressions, and chemistry are so strong that they leave viewers wondering, why can't I just move on? That's what happened to many fans after watching Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan in Overdone. Even after the final episode, their interactions are still a topic of conversation, especially because the way Zhang Linghe looks at Wang Churan is considered too natural to simply ignore. From the beginning, viewers' attention was drawn not only to the storyline of Overdo, but also to how Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan build their relationship. There's something different about them when they're in the same frame. It doesn't always require lengthy dialogue. Sometimes just a facial expression, a pause for a few seconds, or a simple glance is enough to change the atmosphere. And it's precisely these small details that make their chemistry so compelling to watch. One of the things that most makes it hard for viewers to move on is Zhang Linghe's gaze toward Wang Churan. In several moments that have captured fans' attention, that gaze is profound and caring. Of course, as an actor, Zhang Linghe is required to convey the character's emotions through expression. But when those expressions are so convincing, the audience is drawn to the atmosphere. This is especially true when the camera captures their reactions alternately, as if a conversation is taking place without a single word being spoken. Interestingly, this kind of chemistry often feels stronger than overly contrived romantic scenes. When two characters simply look at each other, but the audience can already feel the emotion between them, that's where the power of acting is truly evident. Zhang Linghe possesses the ability to portray a character with a calm yet meaningful expression, while Wang Churan is able to deliver responses that make their interactions feel even more alive. It's no wonder that after the ending of Overdue, some fans went back to watch clips of their scenes. Some paid attention to their expressions, others to small movements, and still others tried to understand how the two characters' relationship developed from beginning to end. The more they paid attention, the more small details they might have previously overlooked. What made the situation even more compelling was the contrast between the story's atmosphere and the two actors' expressions. When a scene should have felt simple, their gazes actually made it feel even more emotional. This is what led many viewers to feel that Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan had a chemistry that was hard to ignore. Even for those who already knew how the story ended, rewatching certain scenes can still evoke different feelings, and of course, the ending is one of the biggest reasons why fans can't truly move on. An ending isn't just judged by how the story concludes, but also by the feelings it leaves the audience with. If, after a drama ends, viewers are still talking about the characters, scenes, and relationships between the actors, it means the story has left a strong impression. In the case of Overdue, one of the strongest impressions comes from the relationship between the characters played by Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan. From initial interactions that may seem ordinary, moments gradually emerge that make the audience pay closer attention to them. Changes in expression, the way they respond to each other, and even moments when the two are in the same frame all add to the story's compelling plot. There were also moments when Zhang Linghe seemed to be genuinely paying attention to her co-star. At first glance, it might have been a casual expression. But upon closer inspection, the expression held a different nuance. This became a topic of discussion for fans. Was it part of the characters? Was it the director's directive? Or was it simply the natural chemistry of two actors growing increasingly comfortable working together? There's no reason to jump to conclusions beyond their work, but it's precisely these small mysteries that fuel fans' curiosity. Wang Churan's response was equally interesting. Her expression maintained the balance of the scene, preventing the two actors' chemistry from feeling one-sided. When Zhang Linghe gave a certain look, Wang Churan's response made the scene feel more complete. They seemed to energize each other in the same frame, so the audience wasn't just watching two actors acting out a scene, but also feeling the emotions the story was building. In hindsight, this is why drama couples can resonate so deeply with viewers. It's not just the love story, but the actor's ability to make the relationship feel believable. The audience ends up laughing when they're happy, worrying when their relationship is in trouble, and feeling a sense of loss when the story finally ends. Even after Overdue ended, scenes from Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan still held a special appeal. Fans might already know the dialogue, what happened, and even the ending. But when the chemistry is strong, rewatching it still offers a different thrill. Sometimes we don't go back to find out what happened, but simply to relive the atmosphere the story created, and perhaps this is what makes Zhang Linghe's gaze so widely discussed. A glance lasts only a few seconds, but it can leave a lasting impression. There's no lengthy dialogue, no over-the-top scenes, just the right expression at the right time. And perhaps that's precisely the best form of appreciation a viewer can give. When a drama ends but the characters and chemistry of the cast are still being talked about, it means they've succeeded in creating something that left an impression. Overdue isn't just about how a story begins and ends, but also about how the journey left the audience feeling. So, if you're still rewatching scenes of Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan, don't feel strange. It might not be you who can't move on, but rather the drama itself that managed to make you feel too comfortable in its story. And sometimes, the most unforgettable dramas aren't those with the most surprising endings, but rather the ones that leave us wishing the story could have gone on a little longer. Because when the screen finally goes dark, what's left aren't just the characters' names or the final lines. What's left are the expressions, the gazes, the smiles, and the feelings we felt while watching. And for fans of Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan, perhaps one simple glance from them is enough to bring the story of Overdue back to life. So, are you also among the viewers who can't move on from the ending of Overdue? Do you think Zhang Linghe's gaze at Wang Churan was one of the most memorable moments in this drama, or were there other scenes that made you even more emotional? Let us know in the comments, because every viewer has their own favorite moments, and finally, Overdue may have ended. But the story and chemistry of Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan live on in the memories of its viewers. A glance may be over in a matter of seconds, but the feelings it leaves behind can last much longer. If you still can't move on from this couple, you're not alone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss other interesting stories about Chinese dramas, favorite actors, drama couple chemistry, and moments that are currently being talked about. See you in the next video.